Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Frances Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And today I'm going to share a tip on how to use the Gatefold framelets that it's on page 167 that coordinate with the bouquet blooms on page 167. The framelit, I'm sorry, it's in the back with all the framelit. The coordinated stamp set, 167. So I did a few tips, plus I'm going to crank it up a notch today. So it's going to be a little bit different than that. If you use a piece of cardstock that measures 8.5 by 5.5, just half a sheet, this is the size you're going to get. So the width, it's 3 1/4. So it's 1 inch smaller than a basic A2 card. See the difference? So it's whatever you prefer, but this is when I started with a piece of cardstock 8.5 by 5.5. I tried a few different sizes and I wanted a regular size card. So to get the regular size card, you're going to start with a piece of cardstock that measures 10.5 long, not 11, the whole thing, 10.5 by 5.5. Now I'm going to bring the big shot here. Now you're going to use the framelit, and it don't matter which one you start first. That is not important. You're going to take your framelit, and you see this is your guide, and this is your guide. So what you want to do with your guide, it's right at the top. This part going to go there, but this, let's move the paper. This one here, I don't put it on my paper. I put it right at the edge of the paper. So we're going to move that right there at the edge of the paper. Make sure it's straight over there. And that's to interlock together perfectly. So if you don't follow the guide, it won't interlock easy. Now I won't go all the way at the end. If I go all the way at the end, at the edge there, it's going to make a line, you know, where it bumped. So what I'm going to do, you're going to hear a bang. See, now I'm going to go back. So that means it's cut, it's done. So we're going to remove this part. And now we're going to just flip your paper, not upside down, just flip it the other direction. Now I'm going to do the same thing, but this time with the flower. So here is the one with the flower. One thing I didn't say, the place that it's raised up, that's where it cut. So that needs to face down on your paper. Now this is your guide. This time it's going to go on this side. So I'm going to put that there, line that up, and then I line this up right at the top there and line that up there. This is repositionable tape. Many ask me where I get that. You could have that at Office Supplies, Amazon. That's what I use for this, because this is very important that it's going to be not moving, so the interlock, it's go perfect together. Now we're going to roll this through and back. Voila. Let me remove the big shot. Here we go. Now I'm gonna, whoops, here we go. Now what you could do is take your scissors, I like to go in the back, and just snip the rest, right? You keep your blade right at the edge there and cut it. For me, that's the easiest way. Or if you're afraid of the scissors, some people don't like, they say they don't have a steady hand or so on, you can use the paper trimmer. And with the paper trimmer, what you want to do right here, where the cut is, see, like this part there, you want to have that right in the groove where it cut. Now we're going to leave that flat, make sure it's straight. Oh, I move a bit. You want to make sure it's right in the groove. Now you're going to cut. Voila. This time I got it good. Sometimes I'm always off a tiny bit, but I got, as long as you get right in the center of the groove, you're good. Now with the paper trimmer, what you want to do, it's score at 2 1/8. 1/8, it's the first little line, the little one after the 2. You're going to put that right at the 2 there. 2 1/8. And you're going to score, the first score, you're going to score very heavy. What I mean by that, put plenty of pressure. Now turn this around and go again at 2 1/8, but very light. And the reason why you want to go very light, in case that you move your thing, it's not just at the right place at the top, then it's going to give you the chance to move. You're going to say why to score if you're not sure. Well, just that little score is going to help bend the paper at least. So the first one that it's score very heavy, we're going to fold this, reinforce this, reinforce that. Now this one, I'm going to go there a bit, but before I really reinforce, I'm going to push that right here. See, it was off a bit. So now I can move this. Et voila. Now, I pre-cut, this is from the Tinkwall Tie Designer Series. No. Promenade, Petal Promenade that I got. You see that beautiful print? I know I'm not using that print. We're going to use the print that look like a bokeh. And it is 2 by 5. Oops. It is, 2 by 5 3/8. This one could have been a bit smaller. I'm wondering if I score at the right place there. It looked almost like I score at 2. Let me just double check that to make sure. Yeah, I went a little bit too much to the 2. I was not right at the right place, but that's okay. If that happened, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give him just a little trim here. Et voila. Because I move my paper when I score, so that's why I had to bend more there. But voila. Now, here is when I'm going to crank it up a notch. So, what I'm going to do, I pre-cut 1 1/2. You can do 1 1/2 or 1 1/4. Let's make sure this fits together here. Yes, see? It interlocked very good. So, I pre-cut. You want a 1 1/2 the max or 1 1/4. What did I cut? 1 1/2. You're going to put this here, like where it's going to go. And you're going to put this here where it's going to go. Now, this is part of the stamp set here. And I thought it would be nice to, oh, I should have had my flower at the top. Here we go, because you're going to see the flower. I thought it would be nice to put that part of this card. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that right here. And I don't want to stamp that like this because it would go on top of my object like the leaves. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put that right there. Perfect. Now I'm going to remove this. And I'm going to take my 2-piece. And I'm just going to leave a little gap in between. I thought to use the Stamparatus for that, but I think this is perfect. Oh, see, I still have that. That needs to stay with it. So I just need 1 piece to check where it goes. So I'm going to put that right there. And I'm going to put, because I don't want it on top of the flower. I wanted that to go around the flower. Now I'm going to take this. Where's the sticky? Here it is. I'm going to put that right there. Is that about right? That's going to do. Now what I'm going to do, keep that there. Remove this. You're going to put this right here. Now we're going to do our stamping. As long as you don't touch it, we should be good. Oops. Did I say don't touch it? You just want a little gap here. Even if it's off a little bit, the gap, that's okay because it's still going to blend very good. I'm going to put that on my clear block, and I'm using not Blackberry Bliss. If I say Blackberry Bliss, I'm sorry. This is Fresh Fig. Oh my gosh, completely wrong all over. Rich Razzleberry. Now, you see I get my guide there. I'm going to bring this, go right in the center of my guide. And this is first time trying right here live on video. So we'll see what I get planned. I didn't put my foam under that. Now I'm thinking photopolymer, I should have my foam. So we're going to give it extra love, pushing it. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Ah, like that. Okay, now that we got that, I pre-cut, I stamped the stamp. It's from the Bouquet Blooms, and I cut it with the matching framelit. And that's the same set framelit that we use for the Gatefold. I stamped one with Rich Razzleberry, and the second time I stamp, I did in ring, but I color it with Wink of Stella. The center, we don't have dots for that in the stamp set, so I just use So Saffron, and I color my center So Saffron. Now let's bring this here, and we're gonna, okay, I like to have my flower on the right side, so let's mount that together. I know some of you are having a heart attack that I use this side and I'm covering all those pretty flowers. But for this card, oh, are you serious? Oh, got another one right here. For this card, I really wanted that bouquet. I think that was the perfect thing. Now I'm going to mount that right here, right at the edge. Okay, that look about right. Now I'm going to mount the other one. Now the other one, I'm going to have to guide myself on the first one to make sure I follow just about the same. Now, like this, and like so. Oh, 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 oh. Come back here. I have to go a little bit closer because that's the one I had to trim. Okay, that's about right. Yes. Perfect. See? Oh, I like that. Okay, we're not done. I'm all excited because like I said, this is, I wanted to try this and I didn't want to make another sample. I had many. For the inside, what I done on a piece of 4 by 5 1/4, I just stamped that with Rich Razzleberry. And this is just color with Wink of Stella. If you color right away with Wink of Stella, the ink's still very moist and it's going to mix. Even if you let the ink dry, even the Wink of Stella going to blend the color, but not as much as if you do it right away. And I did my center with So Saffron. This is going to go in the inside, like so. And I got a flower for the inside and a flower for the outside. So I'm just going to put adhesive in the back of this. And we're going to put our flower here. I like it on this side because when you open, it seems your eyes go more on that side. Now for the top one though, I remember I push up this one down, and it go perfect. Before I glued this one there though, I want to do some of my leaves. And a leaf, again, it's all in the same stamp set. So I'm going to take my leaf and I'm going to go about right where the petal is, right here. So that is one. Now I'm going to go about, want to open this up here, and I'm going to go about right facing this one, and then I just going to add a few on each each side there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. This one I'm going to add 1 there, 1 there, and then 1 over there. I think that looked pretty good. Now we can add our flower. Et voila. And now let's close that and let's see. Oh, perfect. See, it's the perfect match. I think I want maybe more greenery here. So that's an easy fix. Just open it up and here we go. Now let's check that out. I like that better, and I think I can have something there also. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You always want to go like in an odd number. Now you can use some greeting in this. So what I'm going to do is just use the friend in this. And I get a stamp clear right here. And then we're going to stamp our friend this time. It's going to go right at the top, not at the bottom like the other one. Et voila. So now this is a perfect card to like for a note to a friend, or it can be a birthday, it can be anything, because it's really no other greeting than friend. So this is it with the Petal Promenade. That's that paper. This is the wood texture. So see, you get a good variation of it, and I absolutely love my circle that I decide to add, and that's all part of the same stamp set. So hope you enjoyed that. If so, don't be afraid to give me the thumbs up. Also, all the supplies, the measurement will be listed on my blog. Below in the description, you get the link, or above, and you can shop 24/7 right there if you're in the US. I appreciate your business. Till next time, happy stamping, my friend. Bye-bye for now.